Hello everyone, here is French Mirage. I hope you're doing well, and today we are reviewing the Titan Returns leader class Sixshot. I own this figure since 2016, quite a long time. And firstly I wanted to highlight one gimmick that not everyone knows because it was not in the instructions. Indeed, if you look to the back of the figure, you have some grooves in order to make the back wings steady, but you also can use these grooves if you pin the guns inside with the barrel down. And I think it's a very clever way to store the guns, and very elegant and discreet. You don't notice them actually if you pose the figure. So let's speak about the modification that I did on this figure. And first of all, what I did is to paint the side in white. Indeed, as a retail figure, the sides were black actually, which is not accurate to the G1 show or to the Headmaster's cartoon. You see in the G1 show the sides were in white, that's why I painted them. So it's not very well painted because I'm not an expert. But anyway, also what I did is I put some polish in the hinges of the arms. You can hear the noise when you're pushing them because the flaw polish, of course, make them more sturdy. Same for the hips, where I put some polish, and the paint as well. The paint does them make them more sturdy. Then what I did, I shaved the helmet that is too straight for my taste, and I think it's well better now, way better, because you can see a more expressive face from the front, and also from the side you can see his eyes. It's more aggressive. And finally, one of the most important modification is the ankles. Originally they are tilted at 45 degrees or 0 or 90 degrees. You have no choice. And what I did, I shaved the hinge, and now it's continuous. You can put it on an angle at will. It's way better when you have to pose the figure, when you want to make it stand with a kind of A stand with 15 degrees or 10, no problem at all. So the poses are more natural. You see the typical manga pose with the crotch put in front and the knees kind of broken. I like this pose particularly. It gives him a lot of presence. Now, from the flaws of this figure, my major complaints come from the shoulder articulation. Indeed, you have an hinge and a pivot. If you can see on leader class Galvatron, for example, the classical joint is with an hinge and then a pivot, and it's the contrary for Sixshot. You have a pivot and the hinge after. So he can open his arm, he cannot perform the butterfly maneuver. If you want to shoot the guy on his right, he can only do this. So that's a kind of an issue for the pose. One gimmick with the gun is the combining gimmick that I think is not very pleasant and doesn't look very nice. Personally, I prefer to combine them like this. It gives more consistency to the gun. If you want to make it stand as a J1 position for an homage to the original toy of 1987, you can totally do. It's funny, but you see, it's a bit like the missing link. Just put some clicks on the elbows, some clicks at the hips. You broke the knees to make the legs just a little bit forward, and you open the legs, just turn the feet, and then you push the ankle, and now you have the manga style appearance. So for side comparison, it's a big compared to Galvatron, but anyway, I think the scale is not so bad. So it's as a six changer, I think it's quite reminiscent to the show. The different moves are quite well done. I like this. There's also the bonus mode with the flying wolves. Wolf, you have the wolf and then the flying wolf. That's funny. And if you want, I just made Insecticon mode. You have a giant kickback if you want. So this is it for the different poses and look of this figure. I really like Sixshot because I think he's a very charismatic character in the Headmaster series particularly, and the figure has a lot of presence. So I really like to pose this figure. Also what I like is the simplicity of the transformation. You have no particular engineering. His body is just a big rectangle shape plastic case, and you have some hinges and some little gimmick, but nothing really involved. So I hope you enjoyed this review. Take care and bye bye.